My name is Dennis Lynham, and I work with the radio stations here in Chickasha, Oklahoma.
My name is Ron Drake. I live beside the tracks. I stay on the corner of Geneva and Minnesota. Well, my biggest concern is somebody gets sick. You got to have an accident or fire emergency vehicles. They got to go all the way over to the viaduct and come over, you know. And then just people get school. They want to sit there doing the school hours. It's more than inconvenience. It's out, you know, it gets to be a safety and health hazard. Other than the inconvenience of sitting there waiting, I think they're going to be there for 3 or 4 minutes and be there for an hour, you know. And if they know they're going to be there, why not split the train? And they can always rehook, you know, hook back up. So, but it's been like that. I've complained to the city, been up there a couple of times, city council meetings, and it hadn't seemed to work. Church, we know to pick them up, you know, because they're going to sit there at 11 o'clock. For some reason, on church Sundays at 11 o'clock, they want to sit there. In all fairness, and I've seen some adults trying to get across that don't have transportation. It's supposed to be anything over 15 minutes, they're not supposed to do it. But I've seen this thing sit, I've seen trains sit here for hours on end, I mean 3, 4, 5 hours. And as long as 8 hours, I have seen that. So, like I say, it's more than inconvenience.
My name's Jeff Kinslow. I live in Chickasha, Oklahoma, out at the Riverbend Golf Course. So I travel this Highway 62 to get back and forth into Chickasha. The safest way to go is to stay on 62 and go over the train tracks, because if you take Grenavine, I've said as long as 30, 45, even an hour with the tracks blocked to where you can't go anywhere. No communication, nobody telling you anything about what's going on whatsoever. And it happens so much until I just finally decided to take the overpass from now on. I got caught again here today, and it's been like 45 minutes just today. So I'm going to go ahead and backtrack and go over the overpass. But I thought 15 minutes was all they could block those. But anyway, somebody needs to say something to somebody. So.
With Molman Media in Chickasha, Oklahoma, I had a couple of people come up to me. I work with the radio stations. I've got 2, a country and a classic hits. And I had 2 people come up with me and tell me about a problem that's been going on for a couple of years with the train blocking a section of road in the center of the city. And I'm doing a on-air article about the blockage. And what's happened is I went out there today and I was able to videotape the train blocking the area for almost 2 hours. Then I got 2 interviews from people that live in the area that were trying to go across and have this problem every day. And to be fair, I wanted to give you guys the chance to put your information into this article, which will be aired through the radio. And I just want to be fair to you guys, because there's always a second set of eyes on a situation.
And I appreciate the opportunity. I understand you had spoken with one of our operations guys, and you let me know.
I wanted to let you know that I'm put it on the air, but I wanted to tape this so I could get it all down. So I wanted to let you know.
Sure, that's not a problem. We had gone back into our records and checked. We keep a log of all of the concerned calls that we receive about block crossings. We keep a good detailed log of that. And we went back through and we couldn't find any recent complaints or concerns about these block crossings. So now that's not to say that there haven't been there, because there are always calls that might get routed in the wrong direction.
That'll be the intersection on the one-way. There's a T&N road, center of Chickasha.
Center of Chickasha.
Yeah, and today they were there from, it was about 12:30 when I showed up, and they were there. And I went the distance of the train both ways there for about an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, and longer because they were there before I got there. I also, when I went to the north end of the train, the engine was parked right across from the Chickasha office, the Union Pacific office. And when I walked in the door, they were eating lunch and stuff like that. So I don't know if the people on the train were eating lunch or what. But that was just an observation that I saw when I went in.
Right. Okay. Well, that helps. That gives me a specific location, and I can check with our guys. There, just in general, when we get concerns about blocked crossings, unless there's a mechanical issue. Sometimes, operationally speaking, you may be talking about an area where we have trains pulled off so that other trains can get by further down the line that may not be readily apparent, or it may be a situation where we have to change our crews out because they are mandated number of hours of operation, that kind of thing, or it could be mechanical or something else going on. But let me check with my guys there on the ground and see if this clears it up for them so that we can get you a better answer, because we certainly want to address these concerns. If it's sitting for an hour and a half, 2 hours, that's obviously much longer than we'd like for our trains to be sitting, because sitting trains don't do any good for us either. And I know the kind of headache that it can give drivers in the area. So let me do some checking, and I will get right back with you as soon as I got the information.
Okay, sir, and I really appreciate it. I'm here just to get y'all's opinion, because I've got a bunch of opinions of the people, and I even also went to the city manager, and he said that this is an ongoing thing, and it has been for several years, that he has talked to y'all's office multiple times about this situation.
Okay. Well, let me track down some information for you so we can get this cleared up.
Appreciate you.
All right. Well, we'll be in touch.
Thanks.
Okay.
Bye-bye.